Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Carth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Master?
What?
Just grunky to pacnimo. Ci ita kanki, channa kilik.
Nasz efekts en alla list. Esrekan bandara slagrakshur. Stof.
Achua pengti, yun patisa. Ichuba. Tang itwama ji, human act in ikatune. Chon
Nasz efekts.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Tong kipa ki muli ra kun king. Tong ki muli ra kun. Ichuta. Yun patisa. Tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna ki muli
Yes, what's on your mind? I already told you, he betrayed us all. Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it. It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time. Of course not, how could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them, and I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left. She had courage, and she was stubborn. Could never talk her out of anything once she put her mind to it. And she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. Now, I had planned on leaving soon, to join her. His name was Dustil, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How can I help? Then
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all. Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true. Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Observation. I am sure you are aware of the majority of my skills, Master. I can handle various sorts of heavy weaponry with ease. My physical abilities are well above those of your average meatbag, as are my sensor functions. An assassin. Caution, shh, Master. Such a function in a droid is highly illegal. Commentary. Good, for I would truly hate to be turned into spare scrap, Master. That would be a waste. Answer. My assassination functions are currently non-functional, having been deactivated by the meatbag Yukalaka on Tatooine. Were they functional, you as my master would be able to specify a target, and I would operate... Answer. Not that I know of, Master. I still possess all my normal Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core, I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however. Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of the deeper functions of my core memory. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory. Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Affirmative. If you believe your skills, request. I only ask that you be oh so very... Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is access. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master. Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SciTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me... Explanation. Affirmative, Master. I had assumed that my previous owner was the corporation itself. This is not the case. The human purchased me privately. Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit. Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination information. This HK... I will go to whatever lengths. Advisement. Unfortunately, the assassination protocol... Answer. Several of my actuators were damaged by my former master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation. It did not take long for my master to realize it. Statement. It was nothing really, Master. The majority of them were not even... I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer. I would assume that being the sole officer remained... Objection. Naturally not, Master. As I said, I am incapable. My master was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming, the resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect. Observation. Effectively, yes. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. Observation. Assessment. I do not believe so, Master. It would require complete dismantlement of my chassis. A most involved procedure. I have recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance, Master. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. For now, please excuse me, Master. Statement. Affirmative. Request. State. Now close the sub.
Yeah, what do you want? I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had... In those days, we were sweeping across the outer... Young Mandal... I remember... The door... I can't... When the man... I'll never... But... Is... Here's a... There any... Here... There... Here... There... Here... Here... There... Here... Here... There... You want another... You're stacked... Yeah. Here... There any... A real... There any... You want another war? Your stagnant republic... We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very... The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the... But that... The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, but something... After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared. What lay underneath? Maybe, but maybe not. It started before we couldn't catch it, but we could follow its We followed its trail as far as we could. Anything that wants to that's the only story I have for now. Is there some... Hey, don't worry. A real warrior... There any... Hey, there... I don't have as many strength. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat... For 5 days, they had managed to hold my... Once they... Things... I turned... Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to... It was a... They were shredded. What is this? Your choice. I'm here if you want something... Yeah, what do you want? So deal with it. Yeah, what do you want? Hey, don't worry. I don't... Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate... They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be... If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes... There was... Later, when Revan had joined the war. But is there something else you... Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius. Revan abandoned... And in the end, Revan proved too much for us. There was no one else. The entire Republic had committed its forces behind Revan. The Sith had retreated. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember... It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person. The Jedi, his strategies and tactics, defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance. Ha! Don't be naive. The Republic is not invincible. This battle was the end of the... It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to... And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy... But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future. Is there some... Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
Got something on your mind? Well, I suppose I could whip up... Well, not to say... Got something on your... How many could you possibly need? Ask me later. Got something on your mind? You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgot what... Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to... Does it have to have a point? I thought we were just talking about Andor. Something wrong with your attention span? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon... Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of it. Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect. Well, Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. Finally, Krat has enough. Maybe Andor... Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat changed the political... Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth for you. I relate... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoo! Got something on your mind? Oh.
Hey there. What can... Talk. What is there to talk about? There's sand... Griff may be a slime, but we have... I can't... What?
You're back! Sorry, like I said before, I don't have any credits on me. And Greta won't let, but you come through on this. Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Teresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to your Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Teresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, oh, at least 20 times your investment. Hey, don't worry, you'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Teresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even... You don't know much about business, do you? When an opportunity like this... Whoa, no need to get violent, I can take a hint. I was just trying to do you a favor, but I see you're not... It's your loss. I better get started brewing that ale. Meet me back here later and I'll give you a...
Hey there, what can I do for... I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet. I don't like the sound of this.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko. Chiwa aita kang kicha na jupor. Topa na ota vokasa. Pampa ki mulira kun ki jaskronki do patslimo. Chi ita kang ki chan. Jaskronki do patslimo. Chi ita kang ki chan na ki.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na jupor nibo.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother, more than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him. Can't say I blame you, but I'll be honest. I doubt you'll ever see Griff again. I don't even know if I'll ever see him again. Like all good con men, he knows how to disappear. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore. I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not gonna dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need? Okay, have it. Hey there, what can I do? I've made my peace with, so... Okay.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. You are very... I assume that by out of the ordinary, I'm afraid... Farewell. Greetings again from the off... I'm afraid... Zerga Corporation policy is... Farewell.